speedy delivery. Whenever I see a package, or just now when I saw a package, I was thinking of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and I don't remember that guy's name, but the mailman, Mr. Speedy, I don't know. Anyway, he was always saying, speedy delivery, speedy delivery. So I'm like really excited to share something with you guys. It came in the mail today from Australia. Isn't that neat? And it's from Michael. It's from Healing and Beyond, all the way from Australia. So pretty cool. I don't see anywhere where it says Australia though, but I know it's from Australia. And he used one of the same kind of things I do when I send things internationally when I was doing Etsy. Anyway, let me show you what I got. It's Reiki infused. Hi, Reiki infused. He's one of my favorite people to watch for Reiki healing, and now I have a physical manifestation of his Reiki healing. So I get this beautiful bracelet. Almost now I forgot what crystal this was. It's labradorite or lepidolite. Can't remember, one of the L's. I think it's labradorite. I'm grateful for your support. All of your crystals and items. Something, something. They're infused with high vibrational Reiki healing energy. May something, something, something guide you toward everything that is already something, something, something. I am sending you an abundance of love and light and positive energy. Thank you, Michael. Healing and Beyond. So check them out if you don't know Healing Beyond. So I got this beautiful bracelet. Hi, Wendy. It's a little tight, so I'm gonna have to like lose inches in my wrist. Maybe it'll loosen up with time. It feels actually even better than the first time I tried it on, but I think I'm gonna keep it off for a little while, maybe another week. I don't know. I've been on low carb, so maybe in a week from now it'll fit better. Anyway, I'll try. I'll put it on again later, but not tonight. Not tonight. So excited. Yes, I sure can. All right, so let's get with the list. Haven't started the list yet. All right, Miss Terry. That's okay, Wendy. I hope you found your reading. I did think I think I did do it, and I didn't have like leave a timestamp or anything, but I think you'd be able to find it. Yes, and Rainbow. So where are we? Friday night. Friday night live. So I was gonna just kind of go to private lives and get out of the public limelight here for a while, but I feel better and I feel whatever. I feel okay. I feel like this is just this is my thing, you know? I'm just gonna do my thing. That's what I'm gonna do. And would be here with you. And I want to share, like, I think it's helpful for all of y'all to be together. Like, we're like a little family and it's early because we like to be together. So I get that. And so we stay family. We'll stay family and I won't try to change anything. I'm fine, but I there will be a one weekend coming up that will be a little bit again busy, and so things might get shuffled around again. But you guys are very flexible and easy to get along with. What a great family I have. So I know that it'll be fine. All right, Rainbow. Thank you, honey. And you'll be first. Okay, good, good, Wendy. Yeah, I did. I think I did do it. I didn't save it for today. I think I did do it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know. Maybe I did. But no, I know I did. I did. I did do it. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes. And Terry. And thank you so much for the cash app. I definitely, right now, this week was a very tight week. I only got paid one delivery day, so that was pretty tight for me. My son is gonna get paid soon now with his new job, so that'll ease things up for us. But and then my oldest son, he just handed me some money too, so that's nice. Like I never have to really worry about anything. I have plenty of support around me, so I'm grateful for that. And I've gotten a lot of great support from you guys too. Whenever, and by the way, Terry, what are you doing? I'm like, you're supposed to be you're carte blanche. Anyway, but thank you. Oh, and you want a video? Sure. Okay, that's good. And so tomorrow I should be able to do some videos tomorrow, but my mom got a new phone, and that's going to take me a while to help her figure it out. And she's got a lot of stuff going on in her life that she needs kind of like an assistant with. So I don't know how long that's going to take, but it's going to cut into my day a little bit tomorrow. And so I might not be able to get all the readings done that I need to do, and or the weekly reading and love message. I have some really cute artwork that I've been wanting to use, so maybe I'll get that out, but I'm glad I got the May reading out for you guys. So check out the May reading. May reading is out, everyone. And go look into that, pick a card. I my personal astrology for May seems really fun, and it's all very business, live your own life, be independent, be entrepreneur, do something pretty much what I'm already doing. Do that, and don't be afraid to ask for money, and don't be afraid to show your stuff and whatever. So there you go. That was what my horoscope said for me. So y'all's horoscope, that's something I sort of mentioned. I don't know, remember what pile or of all of them, but I do mention check your astrology a little bit, because that's it's definitely a positive missional thing to do. And if you want to ask me about any astrology, I'm not an astrologer, but I can help you find the right things to look at. Okay. And well, what are we doing here? So Rainbow's gonna go first, but before you do, I'm gonna go use the latest room real quick, because that's the one thing I forgot to do. This is the question side. Oh, and before I go to the restroom, real quick, I just wanted to show you something funny. Well, it's not funny, but this is called the mystical kipper. We like the combination of Kipper and Lenormand. They're nice little side additional divinatory tools along with the tarot. And I plan to make my own Kipper one day, as well as the Lenormand that I have out, which is this one, my Cherry Enchantress Lenormand. But But the mystical kipper is from Germany. So, and so I just asked a question for myself real quick before we started. I asked, what about my love life? Or what about my person of interest? And these two cards came out. And so, so prison and a good gentleman. So that's kind of, it feels a little bit like a relief. Like the person I like is a good person, but they're sort of in their own type of prison that kind of they created for themselves. And I might be in my own kind of prison I've created too, concerning the person, my own kind of thought patterns or whatever, And so that's an interesting thought. And then also that prison is like the tower card, and it can also represent tall. So a tall, good gentleman. The good gentleman is a really good gentleman. I'll read you a little bit about the good gentleman. So if this resonates with anyone, then this is for you as well. The good gentleman says, this is an important person card. The man has influence. Could be older, very mature for his age. He has your best interests at heart. And that statement really is important to me because that is what I care about a lot in people. I'm hoping that people care and have good interest and not are having bad interest. And so it could be a father, an older brother, grandfather, an uncle, acquaintance, a colleague, or a boss. And hey, Amira. Okay, great. I heard a doo 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 doo. Let's see if that's yes. I think that was you. Yes, I did. Thank you. All right. And so this guy has a lot of power and strength, which is symbolized by that lion. And he doesn't abuse his power. He only becomes the frightening lion in order to help you if others attack you. So that's nice too, like a protective man that he's not going to attack you. He's going to attack the people that bother you. And I like that, protect his person. The good gentleman represents the partner. It could be, for females, or it could be for male men who like men. And yeah. And sometimes it could be it could be because there is the main male, which is usually the card for the main female. So the good gentleman can sometimes be for same-sex connections, but it doesn't have to always be that way. Anyway, I thought that was an interesting little story for me. And if anybody wants their own little, maybe 2 or 3 card mini reading for like $2 or something like that, all you have to do is ask for Mystical Kipper. Okay, and who did we get while I was talking? We got Rainbow and Amira. Amira said she cashed out. Okay. Thank you, Amira. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm reading your story. Last night, maybe I'll get a hit while I'm on the toilet because that happens so much. Last night I was dreaming of my sweet angel baby Aiden again. My last miscarriage I had. He was crying, asking me when I was going to go where he is currently at. My breaks to see him. Oh, yeah, your heart breaks to see him crying. Oh, because you've given up on the dream of having kids. That's why he's crying. Oh, I don't think you've truly given up on it, but you've consciously given up on it, but you haven't subconsciously given up on it. And that's what that dream I think is about. Subconsciously, you haven't truly given up on it. Somewhere in your heart, you still hold out hope, right? I'm trying to read into that at all the last time we read, and I was so glad that you asked me a very kind of mundane question about um, I don't know, what was it about choices, buildings. Oh, I know the EMT or paramedics. So that was very good that you gave me that choice reading because that helps me too. But yeah, we'll just give that a break for a little while. I know it's still in your heart. It's always in your heart. All right, I'll be right back, Rainbow. What's the dream message behind my dream. And we'll look into that more. But that was my initial reaction to that. Okay, be right back. Okay. So, what's the message behind my dream? Hi, Mara. Hi, Terry. Hi, Wendy. And I learned how. Oh, you learned how to do Cashapp. Nice. Hi. And Terry says, "Hi, Mara, Rainbow, Wendy. I'm going to head and to bed. And oh, you're sleepy. Okay. Sweet dreams. Good night." And Rainbow says, "Terry, so sorry to hear what's going on with you, and I'm praying for you." Really appreciate that, Rainbow. All right, so let's see, Rainbow, what is going on with your dream? The message. Okay. As you can see, I have all new flowers for May. I'm actually doing, like, I feel like I'm not doing anything, but I've actually done some things, And I think about past months where there's been other months where I haven't, like, decorated until, like, a week into the new month, and I haven't done reading, the monthly reading, and, like, for another week into, so I'm not, I'm not that far behind. I'm keeping up okay. All right, there we go. Sagen. I feel drawn to. Oh, let's get a return of spirits. I want to read how she calls spirit. Okay. Shirley Harnish is an author artist of the intuitive as well as motivational speaker and teacher. She feels there is a serious need for honesty and humanness and spirituality today. You won't find any fluff and bubbles here, she states. The only way to really help people through their lives is to start addressing the real issues of being human. It's time to do away with false pretenses that have been created about being spiritual. Her dedication to being authentic about life has earned her the nickname the Truth Fairy. Well, that's cool. I never knew she was a Truth Fairy. Oh my God, she was one of my first gurus. Standing tall. She's only 4'11". This lively free spirit is empowering audiences around the world. Okay. Well, I really like her, but I've had some like feedback from someone in my family who's like, what, like thinking that spirit is an evil word or something not negative. But spirit is actually I'm like, is the Holy Spirit evil? No. When in the Trinity we have God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit is an important part of the whole. I want to. Yeah. Anyway, so let me get to the to your question. But that she was the one. Actually, she's the first person that that got me started using the word spirit, instead of God or. Something else. I like to use also guides. I think that's a good one. But and I still use God. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get into your reading. Baby 8, what does Spirit want to tell you about this dream using Return of Spirit? The reason why I felt drawn to Return of Spirit is because it's like your babies, their souls, their spirit in the spirit world, their souls. And I kept feeling them wanting to return. I did. And they still may want to return, and it could be a divine timing kind of situation. But let's find out what Spirit wants to tell us about that. The Spirit. I think it's kind of like, instead of using God or Jesus to reference God, maybe we just feel more comfortable referencing spirit, the spirit part of God, because it's gender neutral, and it sort of encompasses more than a God figure. The sound of that word and the sound of Jesus, those sound like they have borders around them in a way. But spirit doesn't. Sounds boundless. Ooh, Rainbow, I was about to tell you this. Like, your message is your own message. Like, have you tried to interpret this yourself? And when whatever you've tried to interpret is probably the right interpretation, because it's your dream and you're supposed to interpret your own dreams. But I gave you my interpretation of the dream, and then you have knowledge. So you have the knowledge, you have the intuition. Let's break it down. Let's see what each one means. So, as far as intuition is concerned, there is a focus right now on your intuitive and clairvoyant abilities. So, clairvoyant is being psychic through visions, and you get your visions in your dreams. Okay. This card usually signifies an amplification of this functioning. You may find yourself feeling more tapped into the cosmic energy field of information. It can include the sudden channeling of information from celestial beings, an increase in predictive dreams, or sensing information from objects or your surroundings. The reason why I didn't mean to be callous about it when I said he's crying, as you said that you decided to stop pursuing the dream of having kids, because when I read that statement in your your email to me about how things have been in your life and what kind of focus you're taking in your life, it kind of hurt my heart a little bit too. So to read that from you. But at the same time, I was smiling too, knowing that that's just your words, your outer words, but it might not be your inner soul, because we've been here before, right? But it's important, though. It's important for you to detach a little bit. So I think it's not a bad thing that you're doing. It's actually quite good. Okay, so but anyway, the dream is trying to tell you to stay open to flowing. It is happening for a reason. You're being attuned with higher ascension energies, which are affecting the planet at this time. And yes, this will be a permanent enhancement. So don't be concerned if you suddenly feel like a peeping Tom when you start receiving information about people around you. These gifts are intended to work this way. It is a part of the awareness which the rest of the humanity will experience when they are ready to move into this higher frequency field. But for now, just relax as you adjust to it. The intuition card also comes to those whose intuitive gifts are strong but underdeveloped. It is important for you to trust that you are indeed intuitive, and this is an important part of who you are. About your intuition and how it on it, and speak to those you know who are actively using their gift. You may be very surprised by how easily and naturally your intuition blossoms for you. Oh, you know what? I have a really great movie for you. It's a fun movie. Let's just put it that way. But you made me think of what's her name? She was the girl that's in 50 Shades of Grey, and she's the main actress in Madam Web. Anything from that movie, but it was quite interesting. And of course, as soon as I don't expect anything from a movie, it talks about time travel, which is my favorite thing. But I think she's a paramedic or EMT, one or the other. But anyway, she seemed like a paramedic. She's like hands on. And so it would be an interesting movie to watch from that point of view. But also, because she's kind of a future girl, she's also she seems to others that she is intuitive, right? That she sees the future. But it's not because she sees the future, it's because she knows the future. So, well, she kind of sees the future too. It's like interesting combination of both. So, the main thing is to trust the process of what's happening for you. Trust any information you receive. The more you acknowledge and focus on your intuition, the stronger it will be. It will become clear soon how to use your gift in service. And Rainbow says, it's not that I don't want to be a mom anymore, but I just don't want to get my hopes up anymore. It breaks every single, okay, your heart breaks every single time I would get a negative pregnancy test, and it really affects my mental health. I understand. Yeah. And so here comes knowledge. Knowledge is a gift that is meant to be shared with others. Most often, this card comes to those who are teachers or those who facilitate transference of information and to others in some way. The knowledge card is here to reaffirm the understanding that you play an important role in bringing through information. So try to see your your ability to un- understand dreams as a gift that you have that you need to hone in on more. The very reason why it's like the reason why Aiden was in your dream, I think, for one, is to get your attention because you will remember a dream with your baby in it, right? So immediately you were looking at it, you're watching him, and he was crying, and even that's even more attention. Like when babies cry in real life waking world, we run straight to them and try to see what's going on with them. So I think it could be simply that spirit is saying, is borrowing baby Aiden to ask you to pay attention to your dreams and write them down. Pay attention to your intuition and don't dismiss your abilities, and to hone in on your abilities more. That's what this message is right here. That would be the interpretation that spirit is giving through these cards. It's not necessarily my interpretation, but it's the spiritual interpretation that through this little wake up call dream that you got, spirit is trying to tell you you have an amazing intuition and you need to use it more for your benefit and the benefit of others as well. a gift and you've been doubting yourself or your abilities, and then it is, if it is a gift, and it is, then it's time to let that go. Trust yourself and what it is you have to offer. As a tool of spirit, you are here to help raise the consciousness and awareness of others on the planet. So both of these are about your serving humanity and the planet and people. Your gifts and talents will help others. Oftentimes, it is those who are born to teach and exchange knowledge who doubt they have anything worthwhile to share. This is the very reason the knowledge card has come to you today. It's time to step to let go of your doubts and fears about claiming you. You were born to take up space here. You were born to share what you have. Spirit is acknowledging this for you to help encourage you onward. Look carefully at the fractal image on the card and you will see an energy line coming straight from the top down to the crown chakra of the being. It then continues to flow through and out of the being. This represents you. Spirit is a show you. It's just like downloads to your crown chakra. Spirit is attempting to show you that what you have to teach comes directly from above, from the universe. It is intended to be delivered to and shared with the world. To doubt your knowledge is to doubt spirit. Trust what you have. Know you can do this. Spirit is backing you on this and encouraging you to embrace the teacher you were born to be. So, all this time you're trying to be a student and, nursing student, but really you're supposed to be a teacher. And it's a teacher of something that you know a lot about. And it will connect you in a positive way. Yes, Bella, sure. You sure can. All right, so let's get a more mundane type of message. What else could this be about? Or let's expand on this message. So, what is the message behind the dream with baby Aiden? And Rainbow says, I'm so busy this year that my thoughts on pregnancy are that if it happens, my baby miracle will be welcome to my life. But if it doesn't happen, then I will be okay with that also. That's perfect. That's excellent. That's just what you need to do. And maybe focus your attention on your gifts and how you can use the gifts to teach others, whatever that may be. They're showing me that it's your intuition that's something you have to learn more about in your life, your clairvoyance, and then you share that too, your clairvoyance. Thank you, Bella. Okay. Oh, look at that. Main person, which is you. So this is definitely going to be about you. What do you need to do? Let's see. What does Rainbow need to do? Or look for. Okay, and this is definitely your husband. The rich, good gentleman. Okay, y'all are together, happy, and enjoying life. What else? Oh, expectation. A short illness. This is very interesting. Okay. The short illness sometimes means periods. And expectation sometimes means pregnancies. So this is interesting that this is coming out like this. Let's see what is that number? Oh, 28. This is a time card, and it tells you that something might go on for 3 or more months. It says that you're wishing for something of either a material or immaterial nature. This card expresses expectations. Someone is eagerly awaiting for something without acting or being able to act. This may be a phone call, or you're hoping for a positive answer for apartment, that you like to have, a new job, or simply an important message, depending on the question. The card may also ask you to refrain from jumping the gun. And this also says a pregnancy could be revealed as well. And then short illness, it's about the true destiny of the surrounding cards. It's a discomfort, but it's not long lasting. It's you making sure you get your rest, because we did talk about rest in your last reading. And your body sometimes, and not just your body, but your soul reaches a limit. When your soul reaches a limit, you can't do your work, your intuitive work. So you have to give yourself a chance to rest. And you don't want to, keep working so hard that you just, you just get exhausted. You like forcibly have to take a break. Take a break before you get exhausted. So just keep that in mind. Take a break before you get exhausted. Okay. And then you have the main person, which is your husband. So he's good, rich, and he's a good gentleman. Oh my goodness. Your husband here is so ingrained in your life and so important part of your well-being. So always lean on him when you need help. And then something having to do with court. So that could be like something playing out in your favor. Some kind of something, I don't know, something that you're interested, something important to you, something that you need to have fairness about. It could have something to do with a notary even, or maybe a court summons. Oh, I feel like I accidentally, did I get a jury duty notice and I didn't pay attention to it? Okay. This could also represent making balance in your life, and that's important. It goes back to the resting stuff, making balance in your life. And it's about like giving and receiving that's gone out of balance. So you need to balance that again, the giving and receiving balance. Okay, so let's get some tarot. Oh yeah, I want to get one of these too. Just gonna get a few little tarot. All right, and you have the Emperor. There's your husband again. And Seven of Wands. So I feel like you may defend yourself when the Emperor is like, or this could be your boss. It doesn't have to be husband, but somebody who's trying to tell you what to do, and you're like, no, I don't want to do what you want to tell me. Like I'm gonna do this. I don't want to do that. It's not really argumentative, but it's defending what you want. And so it could also be speaking up for yourself at work and getting a raise, saying, well, I've been working really hard and I feel like I deserve a raise or something like that. Or it could be talking to your husband and he's like, you need to do this, this, and this, baby. And you say, no, we need to do this, this, and this. So Rainbow's saying, we're still waiting for our taxes to be solved and we're hoping to get some money. Yes, that could be it then. And Okay, so this could be like your financial person too, possibly. But Emperor, generally speaking, is your counterpart. So it could be you. I mean, could be your husband, and the way you maybe you're advocating for yourself, or he's advocating for you too. You're advocating for yourselves. But that's a good thing. Let's see what is the outcome here. So you have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords just show that, like some kind of good idea is coming through. And I feel like sometimes things can get a little overwhelming and it feels like there's no hope in sight, but there's always hope at in the horizon. Like, so it's kind of like this just in the nick of time, everything will be resolved. And it may take a little kind of an insight that something you may think of something, or somebody may think of something that hasn't been thought of, and everything works out or something like that. But the Ace of Swords is always like an aha moment. The Seven of Wands is like a defensive stance, and like also hearing strategy, a strategy that somebody wants to take, and it sometimes also represents pushback, but it doesn't have to be necessarily. And interesting that the rich good gentleman is playing chess. There's kind of feels like strategies here, right? Strategies and expecting certain things. But don't let yourself get exhausted. Like, get rest before you get tired. And that's the only like kind of negative card. Let's see. I want to see what your Beltane message is. Did you already get a Beltane message? I'm gonna get another one. You're gonna get another one. Oh, I love the cow. So I don't know what card you picked in the May pick a card, but the pile number 2 is the cow, and you might like that one since you got the cow. It's a good pile. It's not. I don't know. It's not the best one. I don't think it's not the best pile, but it's a very good pile. It's the second best pile. Okay. So the cow is all about nurturing. May the of all that is nurturing you awaken in all that you are becoming. Cows represent all things related to a happy home, stability, nourishment, and the mother archetype. A cow's size may seem overwhelming, but you cannot help but feel a sense of comfort when close by these gentle spirits. Like the love of a mother, you should seek out cow spirit when you need a loving but tough push. Cow encourages you to build a strong foundation for your goals. Your situation requires you to return to the basics of nurturing and support before moving forward. Do you have the basic requirements for what you are seeking? If you are starting a business or buying a home, do you know what paperwork needs to be filled or what supplies you may need? If you're starting a new job, do you have all of the skills needed to be considered qualified? Cal does not invite criticism, and neither should you. You're simply being guided to examine whether or not you have all that you need to feel comfortable and safe. Sometimes you have to return to the beginning to understand where you are going. Though be warned, if you continue to walk this path as is, you may be in danger of building on cracked foundation. Left unrepaired, you may find yourself in greater trouble further down the road. And I think that mostly reiterates not so much like a tower moment, but like if you don't get enough rest kind of thing. Like it's all about nurturing. Um, you have to constantly take care of yourself because you never know when the divine timing happens, right? You never know. And so your husband is definitely investing a lot of money, and it makes me nervous, but he says he knows what he's doing and he's doing it for our future. I would trust that. I think you should trust that. He's all over the place in this reading, and I feel like Spirit is saying trust him. And here he shows up as rich, so trust him. He's got a strategy for your wealth. I think it's fun, and you have the aha idea. He is in the emperor position and you are only in the 7 of Wands, which means you may have something to say about it, but he's actually on a higher level, like he knows more. So trust him. I think that's what that means. And as far as your dream is concerned, I feel like this is what I'm kind of feeling like. If you ever see baby, well, did you pick him up and hold him and rock him and stuff? Because I think the cow is saying, if you nurture him in your dream, then you're probably ready to nurture in your waking world. If you just watch the scene without doing anything, then you may not, maybe you're not ready. Or whatever you did, what did you actually do when you saw him cry? I just kissed him on his forehead and walked and talked and played with by the fountain of water. Oh, that's beautiful. Very good. So that's very strong significant significance right there. And I feel like you did what you were supposed to do in the dream, which is nurture him and soothe him. You were soothing him. And then the water is like a gateway kind of. It's a flow. I feel like water represents go with the flow. You don't have to be a dam, and block the flow, right? You just go with the flow. So you don't have to make statements, I give up. Don't make that. You don't need to make the statements. You can say I let go, but you don't say I give up. You just say I let go for now. Um, and don't say you let go of dreams. And it's interesting in your word phrasing to me is you use the word dream, right? And then you get a message in a dream. So so maybe be careful on what you say out loud or what you write or what you think, right? What you think is just be in the present, right? Be involved in the work that you're doing right now because you're so busy. But when you have the time, any time to think about it at all, always keep those thoughts positive on on deciding to let go temporarily, um, on focusing on that. Like you don't have to put major focus on it. You're just letting go of the focus of, you're changing your focus a little bit. But that's it. That's all you're doing is changing your focus a little bit. You're not giving up a dream. I mean, that's kind of like harsh. And I think I know that it hurts you to get pregnant and lose a baby and or get a positive and then get period, but it also is heartbreaking to give up the dream as well. It's heartbreaking to do that. So you don't have to use that kind of terminology on yourself or in your mind or in words, you know what I mean? Like to project an open heart to the situation. Just keep going with the flow. Oh, and then I told him I loved him and I had to go back to that. Oh, that's sweet. So that's really good, Rainbow. I just feel like relax, get plenty more rest, and keep going with the flow and enjoy, the tension that you're putting on other parts of your life is excellent. It's wonderful. You're doing a great job. So just keep doing that. I feel like your tax situation is in the right hands. So don't be afraid of that either. I feel like it's in the right hands. It's all gonna work out. It's interesting. My Pisces, my son, has a particular tax issue right now too. But it's all gonna work out for the Pisces. I see it. All Pisces are going to have tax issues resolved. Yes, into their favor. I do see that. So just lean on your intuition. Hi, Divine Goddess. Okay. So we'll keep looking into this stuff. I like this little mystical kipper. You got a lot of good cards come out. And thanks for coming back. I missed you, Rainbow. I missed you. I'm gonna write. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do Terry is a video, and so now we're gonna go to Amira. Thank you, Cherry. I appreciate your guidance. Thank you, Rainbow. Amira says, hi, Divine Goddess. Hello, Amira. May love, money, health, spirit messages. Oh, yes, the May. I thought you were about to say, may you have great health. Oh, the mini orc, a mini deck. Okay. A tea party. Nice. So, like a little general message. Let's see what comes out of the little mini deck. Okay, so what does Spirit want to talk about? Okay. Alright, let's get a little sandwich. Yes. Email artladyjas@gmail.com for private readings. This is correct. Thank you, Divine Goddess. And check out your May message. Pick a card. Pick your deck. Pick your pile, I mean. Pick your card. Woo! Amira, you're gonna get a gift. Nice. Wonder what it could be. Oh, you got the marriage card. And you got his thoughts. Somebody's thinking about you. Well, Spirit is leaning towards love, I guess. And maybe this person is at a distance. They're like across a few miles away, let's put it that way. Another part of town. Oh, we're not going to take that one. It's this one. No, not that one either. Oh, yes. We'll take gaining a lot of money. So, this is making me want to know what's next in your love life. But a gift is coming. The gift could be something related to winning something. Maybe because of the distance, there is some way. We'll go look into thoughts too. Okay. What's coming next in love? We got twin flame recognition on the bottom. See, a gift. What is this? What's happening? That's the gift giving is from your husband. Tokens of reciprocity. Hold cherished memories. Somebody's giving you a gift. Anything else? Oh yeah, we're gonna look at thoughts. What are his thoughts about this mystery man? I like gifts too. Actually, I was just thinking today, somebody asked me, what, what can I do? Like, my love language is not gift giving, but to be honest, my love language is physical touch. But that means like in person, physical touch. But if you have to be far away, I do like a gift sent in the mail. So if we can't touch a person, then the second, love language I would accept is a gift, if you can't be with somebody, at least you can send them a gift, right? The thing I was thinking is, I was just thinking, what ways can you make like a long distance relationship work? And even though you're far apart, doesn't mean you can't have quality time together. So time's my second favorite next to physical touch. So if you can't have the physical touch, you can have quality time, right? You can find ways to spend time together during the day, like on video or playing games with each other or talking on the phone and things like that. You know, fun things like that. You can have virtual dates. I came up with a virtual date once with somebody, but they never returned the favor. So it's like, yeah, that's how much they cared. You know, like they didn't want to be creative. I'm the one that has to always think of the creative things. But there you go. That's what I'm just saying. Like, this person might be giving you a gift because they're maybe temporarily away, you know, something like that. Also, I've also thought about like when you're with somebody, like you have, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, something a little higher than just dating, something more permanent, committed. It's fun to get a pet together because it's kind of like practice for whenever you might have kids together or something. Okay, what are his thoughts? Oh, he is pleased. Feeling just plain happy. I can't seem to wipe off this silly grin. Very nice. And let's see now. Let's get a few spiritual messages. What does Spirit want you to know about all of this? What does all this mean, or what else do we need to know? Oh, up. That's good. Okay, I like it. You know what that means? Everything is leveling up for you. Your finances and your love life. Well, we'll just put these over here. These two areas of your life are leveling up. Your relationships and your finances. You're just gonna have dumb good luck and money and a commitment, a long-term situation, possibly marriage and love. So, but also up is also about not giving up and looking up and chinning up. So, time to lift your eyes off the ground and start looking up towards the heavens. Keeping you down and trying to be small isn't doing anyone any favors. This world needs you, the real you. Low self esteem and self worth is impeding your perception of whom and what you really are. It is also affecting your ability to put yourself out into the world. There is a hole waiting out inside you, crying to be lived. The only thing standing in your way is you. The universe sees you and knows you as a divine spark of the all. They are calling you now to begin embracing that aspect of yourself too. And begin looking at the ways in which you are disempowering yourself. It's time to start building your own personal sense of value and your own sense of worth. Spirit knows this is not an easy task, which is why they have brought you this message today. Every time you feel you're not enough, look up to the heavens and know the entire cosmos is supporting you on this. When you see the sky above you, let that be your reminder that you are more than enough. You are God incarnated, and the only one who can give you value and a sense of worth is you. There's nothing your guides and angels want more than to see you step in to the truth of who you really are. Start looking to the good within you, the value you actually do have, and the difference you really do make. Start to see yourself as the universe sees you. Human is what you are wearing on the outside. Inside, you're a brilliant light of divine source. Remember who you are. I think this is important for everybody listening. Remember who you are. Inside, you're a brilliant light of divine source. Okay, let's see what your Ostara message is. I know, Ostara Belton message. Your May Day message. Okay, Sacred Waters. Nice. Um, it says, drunken by the swell of the sea, I can feel the blanket of her embrace. Unafraid of the presence releasing the cords, I call her in, I call her deeply within. Ooh, very sexy. The Beltane energy is very sexy, so don't be shy. But there is this there's a sense to let go and be a little more free in that part of your life. So, and the sacred waters represents healing. This card comes to a reading when you are ready to heal wounds that have troubled you for many moons, perhaps lingering things lost, or the weight of the past that creeps up to haunt you at night. The sacred waters is a sign that you will soon be renewed and your soul will release the cords that have bound you to hurtful memories of old. You don't know what needs to be healed. You could be carrying baggage that isn't immediately present in your consciousness, but the effects of such deep healing will become evident in the changes happening around you. Do not question the blessings coming into your life. They are here because you are slowly learning to wash away the blocks that have previously prevented such abundance. Sacred Waters reminds you to be gentle with yourself in the coming weeks. Difficult emotions or painful memories may surface, but this is your spirit bringing them to your awareness so they can be healed for good. If you do experience painful memories, allow them to wash over you. Do not try to overcome what you feel or allow yourself to feel guilty for what you're feeling. Simply experience the wave, allowing it to pass at its leisure. So it's like, it's, you know, the flow of water is, this is interesting because I'm going to read to you my water. It's actually the waves. And I feel like this might be just as accurate to what's going on with you too when it comes to the water. It's like the waves. And you see these fairies dancing on the waves. I am going to go to the beach. I'm determined. I was going to go tomorrow, but now I have to go hang out with my mom, which is so nice. I want to. I could have gone today. I'm so confused with when I'm going to do stuff, but it's actually probably better if I put it off until next week. But I'm definitely have plans for the beach. I need some purity. I need to refresh. But the waves are talking about how sometimes waves can be overwhelming and knock you off your feet, but these particular waves, they're like pure happiness that fills you up. And so ride the wave. Waves can knock you down, or you can use the power of the wave to ride like a surfer, right? And waves crest and swell like the waters of love and emotion. It may be only temporary, so enjoy the sudden burst of happy change. That's what my waves message is, which is, it's kind of the optimistic end of the sacred waters. Sometimes the waters can be like heavy and deep, but also they can buoy you up and let you, give you a joyful, playful feeling. All right, and so let's get just a few tarot here. I know I'm kind of going a little over with the cards, but I just want to see if all the messages are consistent. So the Six of Wands, which is very good. Six of Wands represents you're getting the limelight, you're getting some attention, you're beloved, you have a little bit of fame, a little bit of recognition for something good you're doing. You're a good fairy. Oh, and there's the Emperor again. Maybe the boss is going to give you a raise or something. Or somebody, or your counterpart, your masculine, admires you, and he's going to let you know how much he admires you. That could be part of his thoughts. Or maybe he doesn't tell you anything. He's just thinking, oh, they get the lovers. Okay. Well, it really does look like love life is going up. It's on the upswing here. So that's what this reading is about. It's all about your love, your self-love, your love life. It's all moving on the upward swing. And it is, you're getting noticed, you're getting attention, you're getting recognized. Your emperor sees you. He sees you. It's not a choice. It's a natural connection. So yeah, all these different cards are great. You're welcome, honey. Okay, wait. I missed some of your messages. Okay, you said I like gifts. Nice cards. D King says, love and light, family. Hi, D. And Amir says, hi. Sounds great. Thank you so much, Jerry. And Bella says, hi. There's a man in my meditation class I told you about before. Yes. Can I ask Spirit what he feels about for me and how he would approach me for a conversation for the first time? Okay, sure. We'll do that. Bella. Okay, and Bella. Meditation class guy. Okay. We'll have to give him a nickname. What does he look like to you? We're just reading. This Friday Night Live is during a little rainstorm. We had a little thunder earlier, but now it's just rain. But I feel like that's good luck, and I decided tonight will be the water sage night. Smudge spray. Okay. So where shall we start with? Okay, feelings. How does this guy feel about you? The meditation class guy. I'm feeling so sleepy suddenly. Sometimes it hits me like randomly so hard, and I don't know why. Ooh, he always looks forward to seeing you. Feeling very excited to be with you. I want to spend quality time with you. So definitely the meditation class is a quality place, the quality energy. And just your aura, just your essence is a thrill to him. That's nice. He's optimistic, feeling like things between us are going well, which puts a spring in my step. He has the heavy weight of the world on his shoulders. So I don't know, either he, I feel like maybe a meditation class is his way to let go of all his worries, or give it up to God, so to speak, but he's got a lot of worries, and so maybe that's why he hasn't said anything to you yet, because he's just dealing with a lot of stuff right now. Oh, he would love to take you on a date, though. He might be thinking about it. Feeling like I'd like to take you on a ride and show you a whole new world to spend special, memorable time with you. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So how will he approach you when the time comes? How is this going to go down? Also, let's real quick see what's next in your love life. Oh, good. He's going to reach out to you. So expect a call or text from someone, a person of interest. Okay. Or some form of reaching out. Okay. So how is this going to happen? How will he approach you? Spirit's being very flowy tonight. No, I not have to question what to reach for next. Ooh, a pleasant letter. Okay, so this could be an email or a text message. Pleasant letters. If it was the olden days, it would be a pleasant letter. It could still be a pleasant letter, though. It could be like something written on a napkin really quickly, or you know how I remember well, my ex-husband, the way we met at a restaurant. We worked at a restaurant together. And one of the ways we kind of like flirted with each other is left notes to each other on napkins. So that was kind of fun. And it's a fun memory, but yeah. I've always been like such a romantic, but the good news with sometimes people will understand like how romantic I am, and like me, even if they're not normally a romantic person. They'll be like, how hard is it to be romantic? I'll do romantic stuff too. So, but being romantic is fun. And it feels warm and cozy and cuddly. All right, we have the main person. So this is your main person of interest. And he may be giving you a letter soon. I mean, not everybody likes pursue love the same way, and everybody has their love languages. But I think it's because my Venus is in Capricorn. I just like the old-fashioned way, you know, like being courted. Like, I was just thinking today, I like gifts too, you know. I like chocolates and roses and poems and things like that. I mean, I like traditional romantic stuff. Duh, I'm the romantic fairy. I'm not the sex fairy, I'm the romantic fairy. I mean, I may be a passionate person, but romance is what I love, you know, what it's my soul is romance. Ooh, you're gaining a lot of money. It's funny that yours came out that Amira also got the money with which when she got information about her person. And I wonder if that just means like the location could be like a lucky money place that you hang out or meet, or that that by being together you're good for each other and you're lucky for each other, or by being together you both will gain money just by knowing each other. There's high honors here too. So this is a very, oh, and doesn't this look very religious, right? It looks like church or you know, like meditation class. So yeah, there's that spirituality. But I think gaining a lot of money represents that it's not just the joy of being at a spiritual place with you. There is a material connection too. Like he wants to exchange something with you materially as well, not just the spiritual comfort or the spiritual joy of seeing you. You are the good lady. That's how he sees you, as a good lady. So, how will he approach you? I suppose it will be in a shyer way, like not super direct, like through some kind of communication, through a letter, like an email or text or something like that, maybe. I don't know. He doesn't even have your email address. um, the date card come out, but that would be too, that looks so bold compared to all these cards. I think he's just gonna, he keeps admiring you. Let's find out more with the tarot then. How will he approach you? Oh, let's just say all of this adds up to the dates. And your main man and main woman. And yes, y'all are at church. Well, I don't know what this luck is about, but maybe you'll go somewhere where you will win some money. Oh, okay. Oh, he is gonna take a romantic approach. The King of Cups. He, it's funny, but I think I walked past him and he froze. That's funny. Maybe he's like, oh, now's my chance. Okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And then I didn't do it. He eventually he's gonna get up enough courage to, you know. Oh, look at all. He is. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Look. Okay. So, so the five. He's so shy. The Five of Coins and the Eight of Swords came out. Like he's so afraid of like if he says anything to you that you're gonna reject him. That you're gonna say, "Who are you? Go away. Ooh, gross. I don't like you." He's shy of getting hurt. I think he's just real happy with the situation as it is because it's very peaceful and sweet and he gets to see you and nothing has to happen. He doesn't have to get hurt. He's a little worried about that. So let's see if he's gonna be brave. I mean, we did do a big reading on you, right, Bella? Didn't I do like your future husband stuff with you? I don't remember now if that was you. Okay. And nice. Okay. So we're skipping way to future, but this is the happily ever after card, 10 of coins. So you will have, I mean, you're going to win some money. You're also going to have a legacy together and like a life together, happily ever after, or at least that's what at least a little bit of commitment or a long-term relationship, possibly. It just seems very likely here. Let me see. How do we get to this card? Spirits. How? How does this happen? Please tell us. I'll make some room for you to tell us, Spirit, right over here. How does Bella get to her happily ever after? He was saving me from something. Oh, yeah, on our first meeting, but we could not figure out how he would do that. The scene has shifted, though, to a fancy place of money. The sun. The sun shines on everything. So whatever you do, you're successful. Whatever he does, he's successful. There's good luck and joy and clarity. Eventually, he'll figure out you like him, and then he won't be shy to ask you anything. Oh no, again. I shouldn't say oh no. Or yes, again, the letter. So Spirit's reiterating the way he talks to you is this way. A pleasant letter. Okay? That's how it starts. The pleasant letter. So maybe you got to do something like it could have something to do with, being in the presence of, the religious people, because that came out, the Hierophant came out the last time, but the pleasant letter, maybe he's deciding that's the wrong way to go about it. We're going to do something a little different. This, because the future's always changing, and sometimes we make different choices, especially if we had a certain time frame of making a certain one choice, and then that time frame seems to have slipped past us because we were too much in this energy of being afraid to make a move. Then it could be that he's going to take a different approach. So maybe somehow you can, if there's a way that like there's a shared email, or y'all can be in the same kind of club where everybody shares their number or something like that. It's got to be very subtle and sort of like, or if something you say your name and he can look it up or something like that. But let's see how else. I feel like it's gonna be through that. Oh my gosh, the barriers. What are the barriers? What is blocking this? Nothing can block it. The sun is here. The sun, maybe it's just going outside, walking around. Are you near mountains? Okay, again, somebody's arguing, and then he comes in to save you. The stork is like uplifting, like he's gonna use his higher energy to get around this obstacle. What does this mean? How's he gonna hurt you? The whip. Somebody's arguing, and then there is some kind of promotion, leveling, renovation, relocation. Okay, somebody's arguing and he moves into a different area and you do too. Because it's awkward or uncomfortable to be around the people arguing. And then he might slip you a note or you slip him a note. Or the old-fashioned way of the way we used to meet, we would slip somebody our phone number. I've never done that my whole life. I've never slipped a phone number to anyone my whole life. I don't think anyone's done that to me either that I can think. Maybe yes, maybe. I don't remember quite clearly on that aspect, but yes, a long, long time ago at a New Kids on the Block concert. uh, I think somebody. I don't think I gave. Maybe I did give them my number. They never called me. They were really out of my league, but anyway. So like that. You did the big read for me a couple months ago, huh? We did get some games place of our first meeting. No blocks, please. No mouse. So there's something blocking this, the fears. The only thing that would keep it from happening or push it the timeline down the street is this fear of getting hurt. So there's got to be some way to make him know that he's not. There's nothing to be afraid of. Oh, July for charity or hiking. Okay, it's possible because we have that like priesty guy here again, and that could be charity, the money thing, or some kind of game. Did I? Oh, I haven't given you an oracle? Wow. I'm going to find it. I'm going to see what the oracle says. Yes. So pick an oracle. I think maybe just one or the other. Would you like Return of Spirit or Seasons of the Witch? Or you know what? I give you some other choices. Which oracle would you like? Which one do you think there's an answer to how you get past this block, or how he approaches you, but how he gets past the block to approach you? Okay, I'm gonna go for that. This one's pretty sexy. It's pretty fun. Oh, you want the divine? Which divine? Oh, this one. This one's good too. Okay, I'll do one of each then. Because these are short, pretty short messages. Ooh, look at the pretty star. So Spirit is saying illuminate. You are a shining star. In truth, you were born to illuminate the light. The time has come to get out of your own way and allow yourself to be all of who you are meant to be. Remember, it is only the thoughts in your mind that hold you back, and it takes a lot more energy to hold yourself closed, to let yourself flow open. This card is asking that you allow yourself to take up space, to open yourself up and illuminate this world. So I feel like it's during recognition. Did we get a recognition card? No, not necessarily. then that could be him then, about him. It's like, it's just a moment where he just believes in himself and then he overcomes the mountain. But you can help him by believing in yourself, like believing, you know, see yourself as the way you want him to see himself, or yeah, exactly. So it's not like, in other words, how he feels about himself is how you feel about yourself. So start thinking good thoughts about yourself, that you are beautiful, loved, beloved, worthy, and all of that. And then he may start thinking about himself that way, feeling good enough that he deserves you, and then he'll approach you. So sometimes it's more a deeper level, like all the parts can be in place, like one of those movies that shows timelines and how certain timelines can shift if one person gets out of place of the timeline. But all timelines are in place. But what's more important than the timeline or the energetic possibilities is the underlying attitude. And if there's an underlying attitude of block, of not allowing it to happen, then it's not going to happen. So you have to do that work too. Even if you feel like you're ready, you're open for him to come towards you, still like visualize it and think it and believe that you're open for this, so he can come towards you, so he can feel it too. It's like he needs that energetic invitation, even if you're not going to say anything to him, right? He needs an energetic invitation. So just keep uh, putting out like those signals, like if he bumps into you, smile at him or whatever. Um, make small talk if you can. Whatever, just make sure that you're just like flowing in the moment. You could even, like, you don't even have to go too far. You don't have to ask him anything big, but you can say, I've seen you around a lot. What's your name? Maybe you can start with that. You can make an approach if you want to, but if you don't want to, that's okay. I think he still is going to come towards you. He just has to get his courage. That's all. And you can't force him to get his courage, but you can be encouraging. You can be like, I love myself, therefore you love yourself, therefore you have the worth to talk to me. That kind of equation. Okay? You're welcome, honey. Oh, wait. I was going to give you... That's all right. I feel like we're good right there. And just remind me next time to give you a Beltane message, too. We'll see if anything changed. I have all these same size cards. I make sure I'm putting them all in the right place. But I sometimes shuffle similar cards away in the wrong boxes. Okay, take a little stretch. My legs are stuck. Ah. Okay, mini break over. Ah. So, what's your question? Spirit messages. Okay. Let's use divine guidance for divine goddess. I love this one on the bottom. Isn't that so pretty? All of these are so beautiful. Okay. I'm starting a new venture with a friend related to travel. Related to travel, adventure, and stuff. Just an update. Not focused on love right now, though. Self-love is the best for now. While I'm applying for... I'm applying for jobs. In May, I'm traveling again soon, hiking in spiritual places. Awesome. Let's see. Spirit messages for a divine goddess. Highest sources. Whoa, what was that? Ooh, wow, isn't that beautiful? Amber. It looks lush and honey-like. Very nice. So this one is called Nectar of Life. I knew it had a tastiness to it. The nectar of life. All right, this is Spirit's message to you. Dear Divine Goddess, you work so hard and you are definitely to be commended for your efforts. This card is asking you to slow down a little and enjoy the simple. Spend some quality time with family and friends. Take time to embrace life and do some of the things you honestly enjoy. Focus your energy on activities and things that bring you true pleasure. Taste the sweetness of life. Feel empowered to pollinate and fertilize your dreams. That's nice. So it kind of feels like you're going to be getting some good work in May and you're going to be working hard, but lucky you, you'll get to also take a little relaxation and a bit too. So that sounds very nice. I'm going to give you another one. Let's get you a return of spirit as well. Hmm. We're gonna go with this one. This is, look how beautiful this is. Take flight. And it goes good with my pink hydrangeas. So take flight is saying it's time to come out of seclusion. You no longer need to hide or to protect yourself from the world around you. You're moving into a stage of your life where stepping out is important for your emotional, mental, and spiritual growth. To start making new friends and social connections, you may find yourself being drawn to join groups, take classes, or engage in social activities. Butterfly is drawn to a flower's nectar. Look at the butterfly and the nectar. You will find that getting out into the world and being with others will be a source of soul food for you. Through these interactions with people and groups, you will start to feel more confident in yourself. You will see and feel yourself blossoming in a very natural and comfortable way. The energy of the butterfly is gentle, joyful, and purposeful. You will directly experience this energy and exude it as you move out into your social surroundings. Not only is this an important part of developing self esteem and a sense of belonging, it's a vital piece in your discovery of your gifts and special talents. Your soul is ready to shine its light. It is only your human mind that feels it's not ready. Be brave and let yourself out of the cocoon of protection you've created. You cannot fight your destiny, you can only fight yourself. It's time to take flight. You know how the universe works. Like it or not, if there is something we are meant to be doing, we will eventually find ourselves doing it, no matter how much we resist it. So take a deep breath and just take one step forward to what brings you joy. The rest will take care of itself. I love it. I love it. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get a little bit of tarot too. A little bit of tarot for my girl. Okay, let's knock down the tarot on the ground. No love allowed. She's not interested right now, but there's a guy out there that's in, and this is actually social. There might be people you just enjoy having company, but this could be falling in love again. So we'll wait on that till later. That's on the ground. But this one came out. This is judgment. So it's time to just take a look at everything that's going on and see the big picture and see the world, see it in all its magnificence. Um, the judgment is mostly about, like atonement, and sometimes it has to do with, destiny and liberty. Yes, liberty. Doing your own thing, kind of like it's a free world and you can do what you want to do in this world. And don't worry about how anybody else looks at you. Yes, awakening. And that's kind of how the butterfly is too, like an awakening and a transformation. Don't worry about how anyone else sees you. Only see yourself the way you want to see yourself. And then we have the Fool. The Fool, I love the Fool card because that's the beginning of the adventure. So this is kind of like starting a new path and enjoying, taking chances too. Like, don't hold back. And when you have a chance to do something that seems scary or challenging, go for it. Take a leap of faith. I know. Did you ever show me pictures where you did like rip? What is it called? Rip. Where you hold on to thing slide, and you slide across. What is that called? I forgot. Rip gliding, sliding, gliding. And you get in like a harness and you just kind of zip line. A zip line where you like fly across, like a valley, perfectly good valley to get to the other side. Okay, zip line. Yeah. Oh, you said zip line twice. Yeah, so there could be more zip lining in the future for you, or other like challenging type things. Not challenging, what am I trying to say? Pushing the envelope, fun things, leap of faith type, exciting, thrilling, thrills. There you go. Thrills. Oh my gosh. Look at you, Miss Sword of Truth. So you're going to be in your, like, more in your mental mind. I feel like, too, just kind of like cool surface, calm, collected, no ruffled feathers, keeping your cool. But there is somebody, like, kind of eyeballing you. And you're very cool, and you're like, not going there right now. I'm just having fun with friends right now, not going into the whole flirting with anybody right now. So you're being all cool and calm, which makes him even more interested in you, because he's like, oh, she's so intriguing and quiet and aloof. She's so aloof. I love those aloof girls. They're so pretty. But he's Capricorn. I was just going to say, this looks like a Capricorn. Okay, the Capricorn's really eyeballing you. But no love, no love. Oh, we got the wheel, though. Wheel of Fortune. That's good. So really, basically, anything you want, you're going to get. Whatever you put out there, you will receive back. If you want to keep things very cool and surface, then that's a good place. Spirit will allow that. Also, check out your astrology, because some really exciting astrology this month. I wrote down the astrology, but we have Gemini going into Gemini, and Jupiter going into Gemini, which is some really good luck, especially in communications. And we have Pluto going retrograde in Aquarius, which it's a very powerful energy. We had a very Pluto Aquarius event a few months ago, which made us feel like this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius kind of energy. And now here comes again to shake things up a little bit. So be mindful of some events that are possibly happening in May, and see how all the planets affect you. But I think everything's going to be in your favor. It's just always good to know a little bit ahead of time what your chart is trying to say. So let me just do a couple of these. Anything that Spirit wants to show me through the Kipper. You're the main person. Yes, we know. And this is just saying this represents you, that Queen of Swords. What's happening between you two? Anything? Oh, okay. I know, this is like, the short illness can represent anything. It doesn't mean you're actually going to be sick. It could just mean that you are taking an emotional break, right? Emotional break. But he's the main person. But there's gloomy thoughts here. I don't know. No, don't have gloomy thoughts. The main person is the Capricorn guy is having sad thoughts. And he has certain expectations. Well, too bad, dude. You're not the only one in the equation. You gotta care about what she wants too. Yeah, just don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. He's kind of focused on his desires and not really concerned with that you need your space. So keep him at a distance. Aquarius moon. Oh yeah. You got double air. Very good. So stay in your air energy for this guy, because I think he's trying to be a little bit more pushy than you need right now. You're exuding this I'm on my own independence energy, and he just that excites him, but he's not getting the hint that that means you stay away, kind of thing. But other than that, so okay, oh yeah, yeah, good signs, very good signs, very strong lady. All right, let me see. Let's do a little bit of charms. Warning, Will Robinson. Danger, danger, alert, alert. All right. Ooh, you have a secret treasure. Secret treasure flower. Look, there's the butterfly again. You're taking flight and you're transforming. You have the crown. So you are like, you're the empress, right? But yes, you're divine. You're the divine empress goddess. You also have the number 23. Very important spiritual number. And oh my gosh, I've been watching Lost, and these are two of the lottery numbers that are in that movie, in that TV show Lost. That's funny. Anyway, and then an airplane. Everything's gonna remind me of the show now. And pumpkin. Pumpkin is here. And we have, what's this say? Now. Now, or I treasure the secret flowers. You know what that makes me want to do is get my secret flower deck. So next time, if I can remember, write down this note to yourself. Next time you see me, I'm going to get out the secret flower deck. And then we have another butterfly, and then the horn, which is like being excited. And we have the coffin, which is kind of the same thing as the butterfly. It's like the death card. It's like Scorpio. Oh, our the full moon is in Scorpio on May. What date is that? I wrote it down and I don't know. But anyway, so that's a very powerful moon, but it's really great for manifesting. So use that for manifesting. Like wipe your slate clean and reinvent yourself and do something all brand new again. That's kind of what the butterfly symbol means. It's like the coffin represents like the cocoon phase, and the butterfly is what happens after the rest period. Oh yeah, see, it's like the you're getting all of these signs. The caterpillar, so you're really experiencing the phases. And you have the pine cone, which to me represents your pineal gland is stimulated, and you're gonna get a lot of signs and downloads and stuff. And flying and traveling on the 12th. Okay. Yeah, so yes. It's not really called Secret Flowers. It's called something else. But remember, write that down. Say, Cherry, what did you say about the secret flower deck? And then I'll read it from. I'll use that the first thing next time we talk. Or you could just email me and I'll pull a card for you. Okay, you're flying, traveling, and traveling in May. It looks like Spirit knows what you're doing. Spirit's like treasure. You might have a run into a special flower too. Oh, but also the deck, the special flower deck. No, I want to hold on to the deck and wait until next time. So it's like a little clue for the next reading. Okay, honey? All right. These are two really pretty cards. I like the colorings. And these are darker. Got the roses falling down. And these are so pretty. It's so warm, right? It's like when you taste honey, it feels the same. Okay, well, put these back and wish everyone good night. Oh, you love flowers. I love flowers too. And this is my favorite flower, the blue hydrangea. Flowers, it's kind of a bush more than a flower, but still, it's my favorite. Flowers field full of flowers takes me closer to magical realms of fairy. Indeed, I have experienced that. How my glow on my face increased when I was visited that place. You know, I visited a place like that astrally in a meditation, and it was a beautiful flower field, and the sun was so intense, and that's where my twin flame was. And then I'm like, I cannot believe you're my twin. This must be wrong. But he was all in white, and he looked very nice. Like, all right, well, if spirit says so. uh, anyway. You have a lovely rest of your night, and I will talk to you next time, everybody. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.